Hey YouTube, quick video, a continuance of my pet peeve video that I did. That one was pretty short because my brain wasn't working correctly. But anywho, this time I did write them down, as you can see. Not that many, but I thought it would probably be like 5 more. It ended up on 13, but I'll keep it short. But pretty much, and half of these happened because of one particular person on Facebook, and they're a trip. But anywho, okay. So my first one is someone asking me to call or text someone for them. First off, that's an issue because I don't do that, because I don't text people that I don't know, because I don't want them calling me back or texting me or whatever. Like, what am I supposed to say to this person that I don't even know, but you're telling me to call them or text them for you? Where's your phone? But I don't like when people are trying to talk to me, but they're like walking away or getting out of the car while they're talking. So it's like, for those who don't know, I already have hearing issues. I can barely hear in this ear. So when you're talking, I'm not saying you have to yell at me, but it definitely doesn't help when you're walking away and you're talking to me, trying to tell me something, and then you get mad when I ask you what you said. You tell me. People yelling A to get my attention. I don't really like that because my name is not A. It doesn't start with an A. So if you're trying to get my attention and you're on the other side of the room and you're just yelling A, and I'm like in a group of people, I'm not going to respond to you. Or if I do say anything, it'll be like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. Oh, yes. Someone who, I don't like when people will bug you about something, and then when you finally respond to them, or like say you'll do it, all of a sudden they're like, oh, I don't want it anymore, or I don't want to do it no more. Anywho, one word: hypocrites. I do not like people who will continuously do something to you, or even if it's to other people, but when they get a dose of their own medicine, they have an issue. And they want to try to throw a hissy fit like, why'd you do that? Why are you acting like that? You do it every day. So, but you don't like when it happens to you. I don't like people who talk down to me like I'm dumb. I'm only 18, but I'm very educated. I'm a high school graduate and plan to get more education. But yeah, don't talk down to me like I'm a little kid. Don't talk to me like I'm a child. And I'm referring to one specific incident that happened not too long ago. But yeah, not a fan of that. I don't like finger pointers. That's what I call them. I don't like people who can't admit that they're wrong. They always have to blame it. It always has to be somebody else's fault. So like, yeah, I robbed the bank, but so and so made me do it. No, you robbed it all by yourself. Brandon, you already know how I feel about this one. Is when people leave something, I'm specifically referring to like snacks or something like that. If you leave something to sit forever and ever, and then coincidentally, especially if it's something that you know that I like to snack on, and you leave it there for weeks and weeks and don't even move it out of that spot, and I touch it, and then you want to get mad at me for eating it or messing with it, that just bothers me, because it's like, it's been here how long, and you weren't thinking about it. So After a certain amount of time, it's like, with me, it's a whoever wants it type situation. I don't like when you're in an empty restaurant, and it happens all the time with me. When you're in an empty restaurant, or fairly empty or whatever, or the side you're on is like empty, and the next person to come in sits right behind you, or in front of you, or next to you, whatever the case is. It's like all these other empty tables, and you just had to sit right there. I don't know. Maybe people like to be near me. I don't know. I don't know. Another simple thing. It happened a lot when I was in school, and the desks will be like lined up in rows, and in our classrooms they were pretty close together. But I don't like when someone, and usually in our classrooms the tissue was right by the door, hinting if you have to blow your nose, go out in the hallway. That's what the teachers always tell you. But I don't like when someone gets the tissue and comes back to their desk, which is coincidentally right behind me or next to me, and then blows their nose. That is disgusting. I don't know. Yeah. And another thing I don't understand is when people blow their nose and then they look at it. Why do you want to know what's coming out of your nose? I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. I don't like when people repeat what I just told them. Like if they just ask me a question, then they repeat exactly what I just said in question form. That's kind of annoying. So a simple example is like, hey, how are you doing, Shay? Oh, I'm fine. How are you? I'm good. So you're doing fine? Isn't that what I just said? But anywho, people are calling me. I gotta hurry up. I don't like people who ask obvious questions. My niece and nephew do that a lot, but sometimes my brother does. Yeah. I love you, Brandon. Mwah. I love you. But yeah, so like if you see me cooking, or if you see me in the room watching SpongeBob, yes, I still watch SpongeBob. Don't come in my room saying, what you doing? Because honestly, I'm just going to give you a smart response. If you see I'm watching SpongeBob and you ask me what I'm doing, I'm going to give you a smart response. I'm sleeping. I'm swimming. I'm doing something. I'm in the shower. Okay. Last but not least, I don't like confused people. And there's a lot of them. Specifically two that I'm thinking about. Brandon, you know one of those people. RCD, that's all I have to say. And I don't mean in terms of like sexual orientation or people who are confused like with the answer to a question. I mean people who don't know what they want to be, like people who can't be themselves with like everybody. People who change up in the blink of an eye just to fit in with a different crowd of people. Like, for instance, Brandon, you know who I'm talking about. I won't say any names, but within one conversation, let's say, I'll do an example. Okay, I'm on the phone talking to my sister. So I'm going to be talking like this. But all of a sudden, I get off the phone with her and one of my other friends calls. And all of a sudden, I'm talking like this because they talk like this. So I want to pretend like I talk like this too to impress them. No, I'm still going to be talking like this. I don't like when people do that. It's like, just be yourself. Don't be this fake person just to fit in with everybody else. But, anywho, that's pretty much it, guys and gals and all the in-betweens.